Alright, so I'm going to be making cowboy casserole, and here's simple ingredients. This is real quick, easy. First thing you're going to get is Crispy Crown. These are the tater puffs. I buy these at our local grocery store, Best Choice brand. Crispy Crowns. You can get tater tots if you want. So this is basically like a tater tot casserole. Some ground beef. This is probably about maybe 1.5 pounds of ground beef. You'll need a 3/4 cup of milk. You're going to need 5 tablespoons of sour cream, 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some salt. This is all just for taste. I don't really have any measurements for it. And you'll also need some shredded cheese. I also get this is the Best Choice Colby Jack. And the recipe calls for 2 cups, I believe it is, but I always just add more because I like a lot of cheese. So the first thing you're going to want to do, also you're going to need probably a 9 by 13 inch cake pan. I spray it with the butter non-stick spray. Okay, and then you're going to come over. We're going to bake it at 350. So I'm preheat the oven. And then I'm going to start and turn, let's see, we'll just turn that to about a 5, which is about a medium. And we're going to fry up the hamburger meat. And you'll season it to taste with the garlic powder, the onion powder, and the salt, and pepper if you like. Okay, so now that I've got this hamburger meat in the pan, I'm just going to season it with some salt. I don't really know how much that is. It's probably a couple teaspoons. We like a lot of salt. Some onion powder. Just sprinkle a little bit of that in there. You can also chop up an onion if you prefer. Some garlic powder. This is all just to your taste preference of whatever you like, and you can have a little bit of pepper. I don't like a lot of pepper, but I'll put a little bit in there. And then you proceed to just cook this until it's done, and then you drain it. Okay, now while the hamburger meat is frying, you're going to do a single layer of the Crispy Crowns or tater tots, whatever you prefer. And we'll do that. You're not going to use them all, just some. And I'll just pour in probably about half the bag. Okay, those to the side. You're just going to spread them out, make them kind of an even layer on the bottom of the pan. It's pretty good. May add a couple more in there. You just kind of want to cover the pan. It doesn't have to be completely covered, just enough. But you want to leave some left over because these are going to go on the top. Okay, so now while the hamburger meat is still cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start on what goes in the middle, what the casserole is made of. And it's the 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. And this is the 10.5 ounce can. You're just going to put that in the bowl. And you'll want a large bowl probably to mix this in. It's 2 cans of cream of mushroom. And then you're going to want 5 tablespoons of sour cream. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to add your 3/4 cup of milk. Okay, so you're just going to mix this all together. Alright, now that that's all mixed together, you're just going to sit and wait until your hamburger meat is done. Okay, now, after you get your hamburger meat all cooked and drained, you're going to add it to your bowl with your cream and mushroom soup and your sour cream and milk. And stir that all together and get that all incorporated. Okay, and then you're going to add your cheese. You're going to add probably about 1/2 cup of cheese. I probably just added 2. And stir that all up. Okay, once you get that all mixed, you're going to pour it in your pan with your tater tots or your crispy crowns. With this recipe, it also says that you can put a can of corn in it, but I don't like it with corn, so I left that out. You're just going to spread this and make it even all over the bottom of the pan to cover the tater tots. Okay, and once you do that, you're going to grab what was left over of your tater tots or your crispy crowns. The crispy crowns are different than tater tots only because they're flat. They're not round like a tater tot puff. So anyway, you're going to layer these on the top. I always, for some reason, tend to go around the perimeter and then fill in the center. Okay. Now once that's done, you're going to want to put your cheese on the top. Okay, once you got it covered with cheese, you're just going to put some foil across the top and stick it in the oven. And again, that's a 350 oven, and you're going to bake it for about 30 minutes.